hit them with that act reacher. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm a teacher. That act reacher. Get into the bag like berserker, boy. Fuck around, I'ma hurt you, boy. Stiff jab, side step, uppercut you, boy. The champ is here, you can't survive in my circle, boy. Yeah. Look at my drip right here. Universe is all I wear. Red Fox logo right here. Yeah. I breathe a different air. They can't spar with me.
I'm free. I'm free, y'all.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive. It's your boy Act Reacher with another episode of the Jab Jamboree, produced by the LWBC, executive produced by the Full Berserker Clan. Make sure y'all shop usualsuspects6.com because you fit the description. We got another What If series today. But before I get started, matter of fact, let me see who I think Red. I see you in the chat, Red. Just the man I was looking for.
My man, Red.
Just the man I was looking for. Before we get started, there was a false accusation made by me about Keyshawn Davis. And knowing that I rock with Keyshawn Davis. You know what I mean? I like his energy. I like that trash talking and all of that. So I would never be against Keyshawn Davis. At the same time, when it comes to Andy Cruz, I ain't against my brother neither. So we gonna have to issue some gavel bangs because I was falsely accused of something. And we gotta clear this up. That I said that was Keyshawn because there's a thing where they be saying that Andy Cruz is Keyshawn Davis' daddy and all of that. That ain't my style. You know what I'm saying? You know, whenever they if they do meet each other, maybe they'll hash it out in the pros. But I'm the executive producer that comment was made about. So let's play the tape.
As far as this being a pick'em?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Act.
Nah. This ain't got
Bano.
Yo, we picking enough. We picking enough. This is too much to keep up with, bro. We picking enough. Nah, this shit ain't got my vote. Hell no. We already picking a gang of motherfuckers we don't know.
I never hear you say nothing about
hell no.
my Cubano brother, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm your Cuban partner.
I got him winning. I got him winning, and I'm riding with him. I'm riding with him. You know what I mean? I don't know about him being Keyshawn daddy and all of that, because that was the amateurs.
Now, if you listen to what I said, I don't know about him being Keyshawn daddy and all of that. All of that stuff that basically Andy Cruz be talking about is in the amateurs. I never once said or implied. So, this is what Red pulled.
Thanks for your cooperation. Let's go.
I want to see that warrant.
What?
I want to see that goddamn warrant.
Remember he passed a warrant, wasn't even a real warrant. That's what Red pulled. So Red,
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, y'all heard it. Red, leave that weed alone. You need to only be smoking on the weekends. It's messing up your short-term memory, champ. You just saying anything. So I just had to issue some gavel bangs. I had to issue some gavel bangs for Red for that. Salute to my bros though in the chat. Red, Mac, salute to Stay Ready Boxing, salute to TWR, the War Room, my brother Jay Steels, salute to KG, I see you in the building. Oh, hold on. I forgot I got to play KG's joint.
I read that the good doctor.
Paging Dr. Kilograms. Yeah, it sound good, Red. It sound good, but I just played it. I just played it, so salute Mahari, salute. I just played it, so had to bang the gavel on you, brother. Salute Tay Tay, salute the queen of MMA, y'all. He said, "Act Reacher, where's my introduction?" I do want to get everybody an intro. It's just certain ones I knew off a rip, that I could play for certain people. Like that Red joint, I asked Red to make that for me a while ago. I was watching a Malcolm X movie, I remember, and I always remember that part where he was like, "My man Red." You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I had to clear my name about that. Because, like I said, I rock with Keyshawn Davis. So why would that be said? Like I like the energy he brings. I was the one defending him when people would talk about he was injured and he couldn't fight and him with the weed allegations because he could, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So he said, "Damn, I ain't get one. I gotta think of one for you, Mac. I might have to get a Big Harvey one for you, champ." You gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna have to look into that one. He said, "Tell him Mac he ain't getting the intro." But anyway, let's get into this what if series. Get into this what if series real quick. Let's get to it. So today's what if series, and this was inspired by Jay Steels, the odd fella. This was inspired by him. What if David Benavidez would have never lost the belt the second time? What would have happened? What would have happened? Would Canelo be undisputed at 168? Would he have went for that title against Dave? These are the questions that we want to raise and ask. And what would have happened around that time? Because Dave still has the same style of fighting, but now he's just even more experienced at the higher level. So now it's a little bit harder. My man, Dope Man Jr. What's good, bro? Yeah, make sure y'all smash that like button, share, and all of that. I know Canelo got all of the belts, but in my opinion, David Benavidez is the best at 168. To me, this proves it. Matter of fact, you know, everybody's been nice to Canelo up until now. There was an interview that Jose Benavidez Senior, where he talked about Canelo. Let's play a little bit of the audio, shall we?
All right, Jeff Zimmerman here with one of the top trainers in all of boxing, my friend Jose Benavidez Sr., the father and trainer to none other than David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Jr. How you doing, Jose? I'm super excited, man. You know, we're here. We already started our camp for next fight. I'm super excited to go and fight at 175 for the interim WBC title also. Hopefully, since Canelo didn't want to take the fight with the monster David Benavidez, hopefully we can take a fight at 175 with the winner of Equal and Benavidez. So we're super excited about that. So we're just training hard, man. Yeah, you guys are always training, man. But let's talk about this, man, because it's been in all the news today, the last week. You know, who's Canelo going to choose? You know, what's going on? You know, you have that press conference, didn't really say anything. Everybody in boxing wants David and Canelo. It's the biggest fight. Everyone agrees to that, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Yeah, for sure. You know, for 2 years we've been the mandatory, and we've been wanting to fight with Canelo for a long time. You know, I believe that Canelo is the best at 168. He's the king of the 168. He's the face of boxing. I believe that he's a dangerous fighter. So we want to face nothing but the best. And we've been fighting. We did everything we could to make that fight. First he said that he was fighting in Mexican, and then he, you know, said that he didn't want to fight David. So we got to move on, man. I'm super happy with what we have achieved and how far has David come. Super proud of his achievements, and it makes me very happy for Canelo and his team to not want to fight David, to be honest with you, because we must be doing something right from not knowing anything about boxing. The most feared fighter, the most exciting fighter doesn't want to face David Benavidez. Man, that makes me super happy. We must be doing something good. Did this become personal, Jose? Is that what's pulling it up? I mean, to say he's ducking, that's a strong word. Canelo, you know, faced everybody in front of him. For some reason with David, he just won't get in the ring. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I know, everybody knows that Canelo is the end of his career. He's not the same Canelo, you know, they used to break arms and knock people out, you know. He's done a lot for boxing. He's worn out his body through all the hard training that he's done. And, you know, the body can only go so far. I believe this is the time that he just doesn't, he knows that David can beat him, and he just doesn't want to lose to David. He knows that
I don't want to, you know what I mean, go, but y'all get the idea. I'm gonna keep it real. I completely agree with everything Jose Benavidez Sr. said. I completely agree with everything. They've been the mandatory for 2 years. They done did everything right. And basically, like the prophet, I predicted that David Benavidez was gonna be, because he's 27 now. He probably got to go up to 75 now. And he always had my blessing. I know sparring is just sparring, but after I seen that sparring with Bivol, he was working. Bivol didn't get nothing off. Like literally in that sparring set, he didn't get nothing. David Benavidez was punishing him. It wasn't even funny. That's why I wasn't all that one, you know, even though, like, I actually don't want him in Morale to fight. You know what I mean? I don't even want him in Morale to fight, because I got love for Morale too. You know what I'm saying? I got love for Morale too. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. I'm having a Cadillac Red moment. because I know who will win, but I ain't gonna lie, I just don't think, you know what I mean? I think Morales should have 168. Canelo, he ain't gonna fight that. And it's crazy because, like Jose Sr. said in that interview, Canelo said that he wouldn't fight any Mexicans. Even though Dave is half, he gonna fight a full-blooded dude that lives, not only, he ain't a Mexican American, a full-fledged Mexican brother that live out there too. So he either gonna fight Munguia or Berlanga. Yeah, you're right, Red. Yeah, because my short-term memory would be done. I already boxed, but it'd be even worse. I'll start making up stuff, Red. Nah, I don't want to be like you. No, we don't want to do that. Salute to the OG. Make sure y'all subscribe to 78 Sports General, whatever y'all like to call them. Mr. Willie. What's that name on? What's that name they got on? Yo, that joint is hilarious. The videos you be doing on Instagram, OG. That joint is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, man. We gotta get you like some animation and get you like a cartoon, so you could voice act that character. Oh, Mr. Willie Earl. Yeah, Mr. Willie Earl. I know Mr. Earl too. He wild. He probably was wild back in the day because he don't talk that bad, but he that I ain't go for. I like them joints, man. Keep that going. Keep that going, OG. Definitely gotta keep that going. But anyway, back to Canelo. You know, Canelo is being ridiculous right now. PBC supposedly couldn't get him none of the fights. Like, I don't believe that. I think PBC went broke because of you. In the words of Stormy B Man, the man who got paid too much. That's what Canelo got another nickname, the man who got paid too much. Good morning, Queen 71. I hope you had your coffee. You ain't got to take your belt off. We behaving today. We behaving. But it's kind of crazy because, like I predicted, like now he's up to 175. Yo, Dave, just stay there. He ain't gonna fight you, bro. He is not gonna fight you, bro. And I'm glad that they got sharp minds and they not like the rest of these dudes that went around here chasing Canelo. I'm so I like how his team moved and everything. They was like, oh, you don't want to fight us? All right, let's go to 175 and let's fight this. I mean, I thought Volstick was retired. And there was a bomb that also that I want to point out. Shout out to our fella. Shout out to Steels that he pointed out. I didn't know that Volstick. Oh God, she said no. I have not had my coffee. I have a. Okay. That's understandable. MJ Total Health and Wellness Enrichment. Salute, brother. Good to see you. The bombshell still said is that Eddie Reynoso manages Volstick. Like, that's crazy. Like that. So he, our fella, it's funny that he brought up that scenario about, them being in cahoots, but I don't think it was really I'm not saying anything ain't possible. I don't believe that. I believe he's trying to get I got a rule. When you move up in weight, you allowed to fight a cab driver. I'm not saying Volsic is a cab driver. It's a former world champion. I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, you allowed to get acclimated to the weight. I don't believe it unless you know the person you gonna lick. Because Devin did it. I give Devin credit. He went up and he fought the Rougarou. He said, you like how they move. They waited 2 years to get told no. Well, you got a point there, Red. You know what? I can't argue with you on that. That's probably the first point that you brought up today where you're right. I'm just saying, like, compared to other dudes, they waited around since they was in the division with him. They waited around for Canelo since they've been in the division with him. Queen 71 said, "Our fella connected the dots." Yeah, you got the Canadian Batman over here, our fella, trying to figure out clues and. I personally, I didn't know that Volstick thing. So the Volstick thing I didn't know about. Like him, he's really being managed by Eddie Reynoso. That's like, how did that happen? Because what happened to Igis Claimus, whatever Lomachenko, the one that was managing Lomachenko and all of them, what happened to him? What you mean nobody been waiting longer than David? The Charlos wasn't waiting? The Charlos was waiting for them since the Ming Dynasty. Red? Boo Boo Andre was waiting even longer than that, and he never got the fight. Or maybe around the same amount of time. The only one that actually got the fight was Mel. And I agree with Queen 71 on this. She said 168 is dead. May as well skip over it because you can't get a belt. Well, he had a belt, lost it twice. Basically, he died with that WBC belt. He died and came back. And then he died again. And then Canelo took it. It was a vacant title shot. That might have been the first fight at 168, I believe. No, that wasn't the first belt he got. I'm bugged. I don't remember what order he collected the belts in. I don't remember. I don't really care. The fact is, he ended up getting all of them. He fought Yildirim, one of his former sparring partners, for the belt. Red is the biggest troll. He said Charlos and Mel got the fight. Doodoo and Moore went crazy. He said he needs to drop the interim belt. Our fella says David has to remove himself from the other rankings. He said Doodoo lost. Yeah. I didn't. But that all I know, he beat Billy Joe. And let me keep it real with you. With that Billy Joe fight, Billy Joe was boxing, Billy Joe was boxing that midget up until he got caught in the eye. Billy Joe was boxing that. We had everybody like, oh, let me find out Billy Joe. And then Canelo hit him in his left eye. Then he needed TLC after that, Tender Loving Care, because that eye looked crazy after Canelo hit. But outside of that, Billy Joe was doing great. Yo, what's good, main biker? I remember that fight. I was like, yo, Billy Joe is like, he really was training for this. And then Canelo just punched him in the eye. It was a wrap. He said, Mahari said tables, ladders, and chairs. Shoot, he needed a chair after Canelo punched him in the eye. A ladder, whatever. Shoot, he needed it. But what I was saying, I think he was up, too. I think the judges had him up until that happened. But, he paid for it.
Somebody paid for it. You didn't pay for it.
He said the intern belts hold no weight anymore. They used to guarantee you an immediate shot. And that's a fact. I agree with Steels on that. And Benavidez never got his immediate shot. They forgot all about Baby Bro. They forgot all about him. And nobody cared. Salute, Stormy B. I use your reference. One of Canelo's new nicknames. The man who got paid too much. Because I'm still waiting for an announcement with the PBC. Remember how, and I brought this up on Red's channel. Remember how the PBC went to Fox, right? And they had all of the Showtime fighters dressed up in their best prom outfits. Even though some of them wasn't even going to be fighting on Fox. There was going to be certain dudes that stayed on the Showtime side. They still had everybody get dressed. It was basically, if you was PBC, you was invited to this event. And remember, that's when Keith Thurman was on top of the world, and Keith Thurman had the 2 belts, and he was feeling himself. Now, I was just saying, Storm, I just wanted you to know I shouted you out. I thought that was a good nickname for Canelo. He said, PBC will send you an email. Well, I'm waiting. Because I got Amazon Prime already. I'm just probably going to have to pay for the pay-per-view. Well, it depends on what pay-per-view they throwing. It depends on, like, what way they going with it. He said, D-Man Jr. said Nello showed Billy his eye was made of trash. You mean glass? He had a glass eye? But look, D-Man, Billy Joe was boxing that midget up until that point. He really was. But he paid the price once he got caught in the eye, man. He went in that corner and he never came out. It was like he was in Baltimore. He went in that alley in the corner, never came back out. Now let me stop. And like I said, he was doing all right. He was one of the few that, did well. Caleb Plant did good, but it was shorter lived to me. Because there was a point where Canelo started taking over. And Canelo kept throwing that left hook, man. Stormy B said, to answer your question in the title, he would more than likely been done because it was Benavidez' lack of discipline and his approach to his craft. Observe, do you see his current maturation since? True. I mean, what's crazy is ever since he lost it the second time, I agree. Like he moves way different now. He's older now. You know what I mean? He's really grown. He got a son, he got a daughter now. He's moving like, I ain't gonna lie. I agree, Storm. I always liked it, David Benavidez. Me, I know KG and Stay Ready. We always rock with him. So, but now, ever since he lost it the second time, and he wasn't looking at him getting it back, he's got married to his fiance. You're right though. It has been a big maturity jump. But like I said, he in his late 20s now, so. And he got a son and a daughter. He not just living for himself no more. He just had his daughter. So he's definitely me personally, he said, what about me? David Cool. Red, I gotta bang the gavel on you, Red. That's twice, Red. I gotta bang the gavel on you. You just started getting off David's helmet. You just recently. I respect what you did against our fella. I respect what you did because our fella said, some things about David that wasn't necessarily nice. Now you getting smart. You smartening up. You smarten it up. You know he the truth. Now you know Benavidez is the truth. It's a part of life to be unappreciated. And then even when you die, you still ain't gonna be appreciated. Like my mama used to say. Yeah, Matt, hold on, let me highlight this. Took him long enough. For real. Because I remember Red was one of the runs, oh, what about morale? And then when it took for, shout out to Ronnie Shield, hope he do better. When Ronnie Shield said he don't think he ready for that fight, even Ronnie Shield said it. We don't care what David Morale said. Ronnie Shields felt like he wasn't ready. He said, but the maturity early is essential. You can be the most high touted prospect in history, but if the foundation of character, see, Stormy always give you something to think about, isn't developed along with cultivation of talent, you could be a flash. He don't mean the Flash. And like I said, I agree with you with that. I noticed that salute, bro, salute, my cousin in the building. What's good, E? How you, fam? He said David didn't have that. Even now, his pops is more a detriment and liability than an asset. You think so? I mean, I'll be honest with you. David never talks. David never talks. It's so real. It seemed like the brother and the pops, they do the talking for him. They do all the talking. David, he don't talk. He just get in the ring. And does. Well, that interview that I played, you right, man. All praise due to Allah. Salute. Stormy said absolutely. They do all the talking. David, he's the chill, he the laid back one. He just want to get in the ring and do the last time to me that he really even trash talked was when he fought Caleb Plant. Because, that was a real rivalry for a long time. He says Excellency needs to create an undisputed belt at 168. Canelo versus Benavidez. He said Davis came into his own as a man and fighter. His pops and brother are who they are. One thing that I love about Dave, like, he really plays his position as a little brother. And I love that he never forgot that it was his older brother that inspired him to fight. He said, I remember, when we were younger and I used to help my brother get ready, he said, I had an amateur fight. And he was like, my dad used to be like, you got to make the weight. He said he remembers that, the older brother style. He said that he took Dave and they went to go get tacos. And he wiped it off his face and stuff like that, so his dad wouldn't know and stuff about it. And his dad got mad at the older brother, and the little brother, he took the rap. Jose took the rap for David like a big brother should. So I always love their relationship. Mahari said David could be a future champion in cruiserweight if everything goes well. Mahari, let him. Oh, dang. So you trying to, Mahari, I didn't get what you trying to say. So you trying to say that he can't make it at 75 because of General Zod? You don't think he can make it because of General Zod? I think he got a good chance against Beterbiev. I don't know who I would have in that fight. I would actually have to wait until the fight actually got made. That's how normally every time I'm pick Arthur Beterbiev. Yeah. His dad said he remembers that story. It was David. He talked about it. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, his brother was real talented as an amateur going into the pros. He was one of the youngest ever to be signed by Top Rank. He was only like 15, 16. Jose Benavidez. And then he ended up getting shot in the leg. And then everything went downhill from there. He said, no, that's not my point, Mahari said. Oh, you're saying like by the time he ends his career, he may go as far up as cruiserweight. Okay. Is that what you mean, Mahari? Yeah, there's only one element of danger there. I think he beats Bivol. I think he beats Bivol. It ain't just because of the sparring. Stormy said he needs to stay away from 175 presently. Boxing is forcing him to make a move prematurely and ignoring Canelo, heeding to deals with his contemporaries. Queen 71 said facts, Stormy, and our fella said facts, Stormy. Shout out to Mr. Sheldon. Salute. He said, if David fight Beterbiev, I'm picking opposite of Act because he can't pick a 50-50. Look, I've been on the road these last couple weeks, so you ain't got to worry about me, champ. You ain't got to worry about me, champ. I've been straight. Like that T.I. track. I'm straight. Remember that old T.I. track? To me, he should have been stripped. 2 years? What did I eat crow yesterday for? What did I eat? Oh yeah. I forgot. For the new way. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, but how long it been? How many weeks it been? You ain't gonna talk. You never want to bring up the streak though. How long it's been? Because you ain't even been talking. So that's how you know I've been on the streak up until. All right, that's cool. And I'm gonna keep it real. I haven't watched them like that. Like I haven't seen Jerwin and Kajas recently. I knew the two fighters, but I haven't really seen them recently. He said MJ total health and wellness enrichment. Benavidez is a destructive force, but is up in age and father time sometimes pops up when you least expect it. I mean, he getting up there. He 27. He 27. Oh, you saying Beterbiev? Sorry, you said Beterbiev. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it real though. Beterbiev is a mutant though. Yeah, Jerwin Ankas, whatever. Yeah, with Little Monster New Way. Look, I'm favoring Benavidez in that fight. He said he could one day be hell of a light heavyweight, but not now. Remember, I did a video on Canelo screwing up 3 weight divisions, 154. He said Weapon X or just the mutant. Well, you gotta remember, bro, Wolverine was still a mutant because even though he still is the Weapon X, he was still a mutant. Because he still had all the abilities that he had. He just got the adamantium put in him. But back to what Stormy said. Actually, this dude, he looked like we call him Wolverine. We call Beterbiev Wolverine. And then some people call him General Zod. We call him Wolverine. He kinda looked like a Russian Wolverine. If you ever seen him, he looked like a Russian Wolverine. But I'll say this, Storm. I don't think he's gonna get the Canelo fight. I truly don't believe he's gonna get the Canelo fight. So I'm not mad at the move at 175. I actually think he is a 175 pounder. And he's 27 now, so I know it's not easy to make that weight. He ain't 21, he ain't 19 no more. He in his late 20s now. He said if he a Wolverine, he said he good in my book. Carry on, champ. Nah, he good. You if you see him fight E, you would be like, yo, like he could fight. Well, what Mahari said, I must have missed what he said because Stormy B is adding him. I don't see where did Mahari comment. Oh, I don't know. He said, unproven, untested, other like Benavidez, 2-time 168 champ, undefeated. He said he's been a 175 fighter. He lost his belt on the scale. 100. You stupid. Well, to me, like I said, I like the move to 175. He could get that Bivol fight. He get that Bivol smoke, man. If Bivol don't fight Beterbiev, Undisputed, and I got complete faith in Benavidez against Bivol. I know y'all gonna be like, "Ack, you crazy? That was sparring. That was a few years back." But he, if you see how he was working Bivol, it was crazy. But Beterbiev, I'll admit, Beterbiev will be a harder challenge. Definitely would be a harder challenge. And as far as Canelo fighting Edgar Berlanga, going back to Matchroom, that's crazy. He literally been double dipping. He been going from PBC to Matchroom. PBC, oh, I'm happy with the PBC. Yeah. Talked all of that. And now he back with Matchroom. It's crazy. Me too, main biker. I got Benavidez stopping Bivol. That's a good point, Storm. That was a good point, Storm. Thank you. The boxing Pokédex. The boxing Pokédex is in the building. He said that was during COVID-19, Red. You got to remember, fighters weren't able to train at facilities during that time, and he didn't have a nutritionist. he currently has. That's a fact. That was definitely during COVID-19. A lot of dudes didn't make the weight in COVID-19. He wasn't the only one. I forgot about that point. That was a good point, Storm. So what would have happened if Benavidez would have never lost that belt and there was no COVID-19? Nothing would have happened. He would have avoided him. I don't think he would have ever fought Benavidez. I think he would have made a move just like what he doing now. Going back to Matchroom. He gonna, instead of him getting, he said at Jab Jamboree, he said Stormy don't know what a Pokédex is. Well, Pokédex was something on Pokemon where it would give you information. It was like a little electronic book that they would open, and you would point it at the Pokemon. It would tell you all the information on that Pokemon, what it was. That was funny. He probably did. Behind the hands, my bro Mo. What's good, Mo? Always good to see you, bro. He said if Benavidez kept his belt, Canelo would never have became. Exactly. That's basically you coming at the tail end of the show, Mo. But it's always good to see you whenever you come in, bro. He said, I don't know what at Main Boxing Biker. But that's basically. He said that's like the only thing the sensei don't know. Red, I'm proud of you, Red. You actually didn't troll as bad today, Red. I'm proud of you. You behaved yourself today, Red. I'm very proud of you. I want to say. He said that's still unprofessional, Sensei, COVID or not. Oh, that's why. I was like, oh, I didn't even see. My fault. I passed Cadillac Red. He said at Cadillac Red, what's unprofessional? You not responding to emails I've sent you, but you here. Yo, Storm. I'm gonna be off after Thursday because it's my birthday week. So if you want to make something happen, I'm gonna be off until about Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So I don't know what you're doing on Nerds on Culture. I could be on one of your shows next week for sure. Just holler at me. He said, I think I'm gonna end the show on that. Yo, Stormy, yo, I didn't realize how funny you was. Yo, you a funny dude. I didn't see that one. The reason why it's funny because, yo, I expect Mahari to do something like that. Oh, man. Yo, Yo, Storm, you funny, man. You got it today. That made my day. That made my day. Stormy got it today. He said, "What's unprofessional with you?" I responded to my email. Oh man. Oh man. I think on that note, I believe Junior gonna go on. Let me just double check before I try to stretch it out. Let me just check my bro Junior. Oh man. Oh man, that was funny, man. He said, "Really, I'm trolling you next time. Your Knicks suck. Peace. We doing better than the Bulls. The Bulls are worse. Well, no matter what you say, Mahari, the Bulls is worse." Yo, good to see you, bro. And yo, I gotta hit you up. Bro. He said, "Watch your mouth about the Knicks." We ballin'. Thank you, E. Thank you. Another New Yorker. Yeah, I mean my cousin in the chat. So I got backup today, Mahari. Watch your mouth. We doing better than the Bulls. Better believe that. He just a hater. He just hating. Yo, I'ma holla at y'all, man. I'ma get up out of here. I'ma come back with another What If series. What if Terrence Crawford gets the Tim Tszyu fight? Because I heard a rumor that he's petitioning for that fight. So join us on the next one, man. Peace and love. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and the full Berserker clan. It's your boy, Act Reacher, and I never steer you wrong. And I'm out. Peace.
I hit them with that Act Reacher. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm a teacher. That Act Reacher. Get into the bag like Berserker, boy. Fuck around, I'ma hurt you, boy. Stiff jab, side step, uppercut you, boy. The champ is here, you can't survive in my circle, boy. Yeah, look at my drip right here. Universe is all I win.